That it's not as if we don't want you to come to the chamber or anything, but if we wanted to come to the chamber, there's another procedure. The request we received is that a petition is to be brought to Parliament, and so that's why we are giving you the courtesies for when we receive petitions. So I know that most of you would like to come to the chamber and to the compound, and you are more than welcome to do that under the right circumstances. But in the current situation, we'd like to welcome you and to ask you, although we have a fair idea, what your mission is today. So I'd like to hear from the leader of the group what your mission is. As we say in Akan, Muamani, and then we'll take it from there.
Good morning, madam. We are students of the Ghana School of Law, and in recent times we've been in the news for various reasons. Since the School of Law was established 60 years ago, I think that all the stakeholders in legal education have played their part in we coming this far. As a country, we benefited so much from legal education. If you look at all the sectors of our economy, all the sectors of government, they are run by laws, and in some of these legal reforms which have shaped the democracy of the country to this stage. For 3 years now, the pass rate or the results that students receive at the Ghana School of Law is appalling. Last year, the pass rate was about 18% for the professional law course. For post-course students, just 7 out of 33 passed. And this year, out of about 700 students, just 72 of our mates have passed. We believe that this is a great issue for concern, that Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament needs to set up a commission of inquiry to inquire why there is such a huge failure rate. If there is any process that has less than 10% productivity, you either check the system that brings out the results, or even check your testing process. So on the back of this, that we students of the Ghana School of Law are here to present this petition to the Speaker of Parliament for him to set up a commission of inquiry to run an audit into the whole system, for us to know why we are facing these challenges as a students' body. We believe that these are because of certain things that we have stated here in our petition. I know that when we are also given the opportunity, we are going to communicate, and we are also going to present evidence in the committee why we think that certain things is hindering us from passing our exam. However, as I stated earlier, today we are here on a peaceful note. We are here, no red bands, no placards, no war song. But we want results. So as a students' body, we come to present to you this petition, asking that the Speaker of Parliament sets up a commission of inquiry to investigate the high failure rates that we have here as a student, as Ghana School of Law. Apart from that, at a student forum on Wednesday, where we agreed on this, we also agreed that God willing Monday, we are going to petition the President. In our petition to the President, we are going to ask the President to also institute a commission of inquiry to why there are so many problems with legal education in this time. Entrance exam always issues, where about 25% of the students pass. Our current exams, a lot of issues. Now the backlog is too much. There are about 3,000 people waiting to even enter into law school. All these people have LLBs. What are we doing to them? After 60 years of legal education, I think that we should know the way forward. The President should step in, the President should inquire, and we should be able to resolve this issue, because the future of the country is on legal education. As I said earlier, all the sectors of the economy, all government affairs are run by laws, and it is because of this that we are here today. So thank you very much for also welcoming us. What's our wish that we are going to be either the leaders of Parliament or the Speaker of Parliament. But as you said, you've been sent here as your representative to take our petition. As a student body, we say thank you for welcoming us, and we are hoping to hear from you soon. There are other series of actions that, as a student body, we believe we are going to take to ensure that this doesn't continue anymore. So we are waiting for your favorable response to call us before the committee, where we are going to present our evidence, and we are going to make our arguments as to why we think legal education should be reformed, and as to why we think that these pertinent challenges should be addressed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I didn't quite get it.
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, thank you very much.
So we are currently at the Parliament House in Accra, where some law students have gathered here to present their petition to the Speaker of Parliament, Professor Aaron Michael Quay. They are, among other things, asking for some amendments to be made to the legislative instrument 2355, which says that a student must be made to repeat when he or she fails in about 3 out of 10 papers. They are also asking that some amendments be made with regard to the Independent Examination Council that sees to the marking and setting of examination papers. Now, we will talk to some of the petitioners or some students to assess from them why they are here and what their request to Parliament is.
Council and I say body nanka lectures na nanka ye exam ntro ye ne marking ni bibia. But when you compare na the numbers na ya admit at that time no any come for so ye exam so any pass rate na nanka eno e was sure before IEC no omo babet no IEC na the Independent Examination Council no ye ka say Independent Examination Council ye ku a omate a omo hwe exam ho omo set question no ma hwe ne marking ni bibia for ye Ghana law school bibia ye omo hwe a lawyer for entity no very well enti IEC the be mo no o hwe years down na pass rate no ba na ere e ba phone no do some there am ebi kind no lectures no much it first na nka mo set exams no e hwe ne mark ni bibia na be sure make o so bi o je ni me chewade na wa set question ama na o mark ama no na o de abadai bi na e hwe de mark paper na de e de ma e so ye de say obi so set question ama obi a o chewade say obi fufuro so inside mark ene sa nipa na mark kwa nkuna oni nipa na o chewade no say oyo obi a even under practical sense and say under classroom kwa nkuna o ya ade ene exams na nko ya ma ntimi mo na kakra na say den numia amount afi so no o hwe structures na ewo ho na first na nka dom no omo no so sa to see numbers na den akosro into we can say their first rampa na omo feel big, but let us compare the probabilities involved. So because we should tell we say more here from them bahasi so most of them go to Parliament and you say okay by the can say if Ghana law school so share that law school in law faculty we say law faculty we are present number law school and a practical aspects no procedure no na waba when you entertain no for 1 year na what yes fairly no so no home e sha say fi bibi e na baby me fast akwan je so na me media na do mo afie so akasa say ye nanu ma hanso be pass kwa ba ha say camp no enya asema ye de e da form eye last year fight ya san ko mo hwe na ko mo kan say exam so ba ya adum ye mpe nfuo no amudi so mutie pa ru akama mu yi tv ne de efi mu e ma dom no ko so kakra e ma ye ba ye but so mo see exam so no e na the right way on ba admit the best student identity na sa exams na so no it will fill the greater number of students sa exams na mo pass ya o mo be mu and me person say the structures internally at the law school no there's something wrong with it or say yeah the same thing there ban say one o mo structures no yes it kind 10 courses na ye wa hasi 10 courses no we feel mu nyensa na say kalunya ground fa we feel ni abi parliament yes parliament e ba bi ba kwa ya ba there are stakeholders involved parliament e bi ba kwa ya ba ye be ko presidency so na enyo ma ye akasa eji mu nya no ye be petition omo say bi ye dem na di ejuma o ma ni mu ena ye njan kan ni mu so na ye de ntutu nkan ni nti o say tina se ba dwemba fo ni ke kan kan sim bu mu yi ni tumi ni ye mpe mfo mu di ni mere e kasa se bi o mu ye papa ni e ma me mo e ba na o mu tifi ba do mu ni mere e ko so ba na officer papa mu so mo she mbra ni ma ye ka se no mo ye na ye na mo dwen ye ho na mo ye de o mo ye ma ye ba do mu na ko so nti fi say ye ku ni na sache so say de eba sache so eba if ni pa wona de eba nti ya mo ye man na mo so pese eboaye no yes me fa bebi no emoaye nti esre mo mo hwe na mo ye sache for na nti de ba parliament ye sen ya bolo tofa e wo pa so ye da kuma speaker say on hwe na mo fa to parliament
have a provision which states that maybe if a student fails more than 2 papers, the student is being made to retake all the 10 papers. I think to us, or in our view, it should be looked at, because in the sense that you are writing 10 papers, and with the 10 papers, when you fail 3 or when you fail more than 2, you shouldn't be made to retake all, the 10 papers. In other professional settings, when you fail a paper, either 1 or 2, you are being made to retake the number of papers you have failed. And even sometimes it becomes so expensive even going for remarking. You are going for remarking, and you are supposed to pay 3,000 Ghana cedis for a paper. So assuming probably you failed 3 papers, and that's 9,000 cedis. And looking at the duration, you have about 2 weeks or 3 weeks within which you are supposed to do what? You are supposed to, apply. So what it means is that within the 3 weeks, when you are unable to do what? To apply, that means the door is being shut for you. So we think Parliament should look at the LI very well.
Parliament. But upon getting here, we've been told by the majority leader that per the rules of Parliament, when students are coming to present a petition, or when aggrieved people are coming to present petitions, they just meet the leadership. Even though they share in our concerns that we have as students of law, they also don't want to break the law for us as students of law. However, the leadership of Parliament, even though the speaker was in there, the majority leader, the minority leader, they have assured us that they are going to go into caucus with the Speaker of Parliament, and they are going to set up a committee as soon as possible to ensure that our issues are resolved. And when the committee is not just going to look at the future of legal education, but the resolution is also going to affect the current students, that's the 2018 group students who have been affected. We are still not relenting. We are still going along with the action plan that we said. On Thursday, we are coming here to meet the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. On Monday, we are also going to the President to present to him another petition which is going to look at reforming legal education as a whole. Thank you all very much for coming here today. I know that in future and at any point in time, when the history of legal education in Ghana is being mentioned, our names will be boldly written. Thank you.
This is News Ghana Clock, and reporting is Higa Ofusua.